At Island Shakespeare Festival, our mission is to provide accessible classical theater realized for a contemporary audience. Our work is guided and informed by our values: accessibility, anti-racism, intersectional inclusion, excellence, and sustainability. Basically, we believe everyone should have access to incredible classical theater, and that it's our job as theater makers to, as Hamlet says, hold the mirror up to nature, to ask ourselves and our audiences, how can we do better? Hi, I'm Olina. I'm the Executive Artistic Director of ISF.
And I'm Angelica, and I'm the Operations Director.
Before we get into that, though, we want to tell you the story of ISF's founding mothers. In 2010, a wonderful whimsy of a woman named Susanna Rose Woods had the idea to produce a Shakespeare play outdoors on Whidbey Island. She and her new friend, Peggy Juvie, got to work to make it happen, and were invited to use the brand new Storyhouse stage at the Whidbey Institute. I was part of the acting company that first summer, and we had no idea if anyone was going to make the hike up into the woods to see our play. In fact, that first performance, Rose gathered us all backstage and said, you know, if we have as many people in the audience as we have on stage, we'll call it a hit. Well, we had about 10 times as many people in the audience as on stage for that first performance, and we knew we were onto something.
From there, Renee Neff joined Peggy for what would become the founding board of ISF, and Michelle Durr, as managing director, joined Rose as artistic director.
These four incredible, inspirational women became the wind in the sails, and ISF was off. They were spurred by a passionate belief that art is for everyone, that exceptional live theater should not be reserved for the elite. There are plenty of very scientific studies that prove that live arts experience shared by an audience promote empathy and connection. ISF has been pay what you will since our inception, a tradition that we continue to hold. ISF brings folks of all backgrounds together to celebrate our shared humanity. For the 2 or 3 hours they're in our audience, they're peers. There's no exclusivity. From those early days, ISF has also looked for ways to cast roles in unexpected and exciting ways, often making space for women not only in women's roles, but in those traditionally played by and as men, like Lord Capulet and Tybalt, Prospero and Caliban. I fell in love with Shakespeare as a tiny kid. I was 4 years old, running around my house pretending I was Juliet with an old perfume bottle as my vial of sleeping potion. And I was appalled to learn that that role had originally been played by a boy, because women weren't allowed on stage. I became ISF's second artistic director at the end of 2016, during a cultural moment where my female body felt constantly under attack. I was really struggling with my relationship to power and hierarchy. But leadership at ISF, a culture built by our founding mothers, has always been one of inclusivity and support. Angelica and I intend to carry that tradition forward. We strive to create a care-centered culture of belonging where everyone is empowered. On stage and off, we know representation matters. I know when I see a woman playing any role in Shakespeare, she's defying history. Together, we're making space in these old stories for the rich variety of human experiences in our world today. And usually, when we peel back the layers like this, we find even deeper meaning we didn't know was there.
I joined ISF back in 2016, and I have not been able to leave since. I am now the operations director and could not be more excited. One of the things that I love about ISF is the mission of accessibility, and the reason I keep coming back are the people. The people are incredible at ISF. The community that we create with our company and with our staff members and our board members is just truly incredible.
ISF is passionate about reaching underserved populations in our region and giving everyone the opportunity to feel empowered and inspired by accessible classical theater. If we're selected as the recipient of your funds, they will go directly to help underwrite 2 school matinees scheduled for September, serving students from South Whidbey and Coupeville. Funds will also be used to help develop our outreach and education department as part of our 3-year strategic plan. Thank you so much for your work and for this opportunity, and for supporting organizations like ISF.
We're so proud to share this community with you.
And we hope to see you at a show! You can learn more about ISF at islandshakespearefest.org.